When she was only 4 years old, Cynthia Myers' almost entire family died in a car accident. This horrible event affected her entire existence and is the reason why she made some shocking choices in her career later on. But before we're getting into the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below saying I subscribed, and we'll do our best to personally reply to your comment. Early childhood. Cynthia Jeanette Myers, a stunning and sultry 5 feet 3 inches brunette beauty, was born on September 12, 1950, in Toledo, Ohio, to a wealthy family. After her father died in a vehicle accident when she was 4 years old, she was raised by her mother Mary, her grandparents, and a number of aunts and uncles. She shared her life with 2 siblings, Tanner and Lance. When she was younger, Cynthia excelled at competitive equestrian riding and worked as a theater usher. When she was 14, she was first approached about modeling jobs. At the Detroit car shows in 1967, she began modeling. She went on to earn the title of Playmate of the Month in December 1968, after graduating from Woodward High School in Detroit, Michigan. Uncredited parts in The Lost Continent, and They Shoot Horses, Don't They? Followed her on television, where she appeared frequently in the series Playboy After Dark, 1969. Early beginnings. In Russ Meyer's brilliantly hilarious Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, Myers played wide-eyed innocent rock guitarist Casey Anderson with winningly feisty panache, and her cult movie stardom was cemented, 1970. Her sole other feature film appearance was in the quirky western Molly and Lawless John, when she played brazen prostitute Dolly Winwood, 1972. Even in the early 1970s, Cynthia was still posing as Miss Earthquake in advertising for Cerwin Vega sound equipment. She was a dual citizen of Nevada's Las Vegas, NV, and California's Orange County. Myers, who had a kid, was a well-liked and well-known face at autograph signings all across the country. During the year 2000, a poll was conducted on the best Playboy playmates of the century, and she came in 10th place. When Myers first appeared in Playboy Playmate in December 1968, she was the only one of the group born in the 1950s. Despite the fact that the photos were taken in June 1968 when she was 17 years old, Playboy had a policy of not publishing a Playmate's photos until she turned 18. Career in the 1980s. Because of Myers' hometown and protruding breasts, her photoshoot was dubbed Holy Toledo. Pompeo Poser took the shot for her centerfold, and it rapidly became a popular item among U.S. servicemen stationed in Vietnam. Hamburger Hill, 1987, and The Siege of Firebase Gloria, 1989, both include the centerfold. When she appeared in Playboy, she had 39 DD-sized breasts, according to Myers, and she was only 13 at the time. In 1969, following her appearances in magazines, Myers appeared frequently on Hugh Hefner's Playboy After Dark television series. It wasn't until 1970 that she got her big break as Casey Anderson, a sensitive rock and roll singer, and bassist in Russ Meyer's Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, as an uncredited extra, 1970. After that, she had a small role in the western Molly and Lawless John as an extra, 1972. A nude photo of Myers was discovered in 1994, along with those of her fellow playmates, Angela Dorian, Reagan Wilson, and Leslie Bioncini, to be scanned and entered into the astronaut cuff checklists for the Apollo 12 extravehicular activity. Modeling career. At 14, after a brief foray into the world of competitive equestrianship, Myers made the decision to pursue a career in modeling. Swimsuit modeling was the beginning of Myers' career when he was in his early 20s, but Playboy came calling a few years later. At the time of her photo shoot with Playboy photographer Pompeo Poser in June 1968, Myers was 17 years old, and as per Playboy protocol, Hefner was required to keep her photos private until she turned 18. Cynthia appeared in the December issue of Playboy as the Playmate and centerfold. Her picture was themed Holy Toledo. Myers' Christmas tree-themed spread and cover image have become cultural touchstones. Myers is the ideal girl next door for Christmas, radiating innocence but also possessing a sly sense of self-awareness. And my goodness, she's stunning. Because of her natural beauty and impressive attributes, she quickly rose to prominence as one of Playmate's most recognizable faces during the 1960s. As a result of her popularity among American troops serving in Vietnam, Her photo generated more mail for Playboy than any other issue up to that moment. Myers made it a point to reply to each and every one of the troops who had contacted her. Burger Hill, a 1987 film starring Richard Widmark, featured the Hamburger Hill centerfold as well. However, her hometown was in commotion once she posted the images. Growing up in a small town, she went to a Catholic school where the nuns initially refused her graduation until she got good grades and persuaded them to change their minds. Her article came out about the same time that she moved out of Toledo and was offered an apartment at the Playboy Mansion, where she was also able to get a job working at the Chicago Playboy Club. Work with Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner contacted Mike Myers while he was working for Playboy Club and requested him to appear in his syndicated television series Playboy After Dark. Cynthia met Burt Lancaster through the show, and he offered her a job in They Shoot Horses, Don't They? As a result, 1969. Although she'll be remembered as one of the film's marathon dancers, none of her dialogue scenes were included. She became friends with her co-star Bruce Dern while filming and enrolled in acting school with him to improve her skills and be considered more seriously. She also has another IMDb listing for an uncredited role in the previous year's film The Lost Continent, 1968. However, she'll be best recognized for her third film, Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, directed by Russ Meyer, 1970. Cynthia Myers is a standout among the Beyond the Valley of the Dolls cast, having been hand-picked by filmmaker Meyer to star in the film. Carrie Nation's bassist Casey grows disillusioned with the hedonistic lifestyle she and her bandmates are living when she appears on screen. At the end of the film, Casey confides in her friend Roxanne, co-star Erica Gavin from Myers Vixen, who convinces her to undergo an abortion after she has drunkenly slept with her boss, thrown him out, and then found she was pregnant with his child. The two later develop a romantic relationship and get married. Particularly poignant are the sequences in which Myers is seen conversing with Gavin, as the two clearly shared an attraction and were friends before Myers' tragic death. Their love is carried out wonderfully and compassionately by two of the most naturally gorgeous women to ever grace a Russ Meyer film. Especially their sex scene is delicate and honest. This is especially true given that Myers had opted not to pretend to have an orgasm because she was afraid she wouldn't be able to pull it off. Don't think about it, just do it. Further movie roles and expanded career. Cynthia appeared in supporting roles in two further films after Russ Meyer's feature, both of which were westerns. The first was a Mormon production called Devil's Canyon, which was never finished. It's also worth noting that in Molly and Lawless John, 1972, Myers appeared as Sam Elliott's girlfriend, a prisoner seeking to escape from John Anderson's prison. This would be Myers' final role on the big screen. Before that, she'd moved in with Michael Blodgett from Beyond the Valley of the Dolls and put her acting career on hold. This was also the time that Myers began modeling for the stereo equipment company Serwin Vega. While working on sense-around systems for Earthquake and the Towering Inferno in 1974, she was the face of the company's Miss Earthquake promotion. Which of Cynthia Myers' movies appealed to you the most? Let us know in the comments below and click on the next video in the series to discover more about the ups and downs of Hollywood life.